Um, what's up, y'all? Um, this is a hard topic to talk about, but as of recently, I've had to come to terms with a lot of things, and one thing I had to come to terms with was one of my hardest goodbyes. I had to say goodbye to an amazing, amazing figure in my life. Taught me a lot, been through a lot, been there when I needed her the most. Been amazing, and it's definitely tough to say goodbye. But you just gotta move on in life. Some things just require, there's a fork in the road, and sometimes paths take different directions, and you gotta do what you gotta do. So, I'm sorry. Let me clarify. I'm not talking about a relationship or anything. Well, it is a relationship, but it's not like a girlfriend or anything. I was actually just talking about my D3400. Yeah, I got y'all. All right, so let me talk about it. So as of recently, you guys, well, you've seen from the beginning of this channel that I have the G7, and I also had the D3400. Been using that for a while, getting some amazing images like these ones right here. Yeah, I've really fallen in love with the camera, and I've learned a lot. It was there for me when I needed it. A couple technical difficulties here and there, but for the most part, it was an amazing camera. Definitely, when I first got it, now first of all, I want to say shout out to my parents. Thank you, parents, for getting me this camera, because this camera taught me a lot about myself, and it fueled the passion that I had for filmmaking and photography. The first camera I bought was a Nikon Coolpix L340, $150. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I mentioned the story about that, how it was, I'm not gonna say taken from me, but I was scammed out of my camera. But by that time I had the D3400, thanks to my parents, as a Christmas gift. But I learned a lot from this camera, and I felt like at this point I've had the camera for over a year and a half. I have worked this thing hard. I've worked this thing past its limits, and it's exceeded my expectations in plenty of ways. But I felt like I needed to upgrade. I wanted to do something better. I wanted to get into a better camera market, and I'm not gonna mention the camera that I want right now, but I am in the market to get a new camera and maybe a couple new lenses. I'm not sure. I do have one lens in mind that I know for a fact. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm sorry. That will be on the next Sunday updates. But yeah, it's time for me to part ways. I put the camera up on eBay. Somebody bought it at just below the price that I wanted, but still at a pretty good price that would actually help benefit me into pushing me into another camera. And the reason I sold it first was because, I was always filmmakers and photographers, we get into I need new gear, I need better gear, new camera releases, you want it, this, that, and the third. But there was a camera that I had been scouting since I first got this G7. But the thing was, I couldn't afford it. It was out of my market. The G7 was in my market. It had the capabilities that I needed to really hone in on my craft and learn film, really. And that's what I've been doing with this camera. And honestly, it's been great. I was actually blessed with the opportunity to help film an entire documentary this past weekend. It was great. It was in Philadelphia. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, announce what the documentary was. I almost gave it away. What the documentary was, but just know on my end, I was B camera. On my end, I actually looked at I offloaded some files. The director got the files and everything, and then I offloaded the files on my computer just as backup clips or anything if I needed them. I filmed about 85 gigabytes of film within 24 hours. Now, for some filmmakers, that's nothing. For others, y'all probably looking at me like, what in the hell were you shooting? A lot, let's put it that way. A lot of the clips that I filmed that day were like 20 to 30 minutes long, like interviews and stuff like that. And then, you know, the B-roll clips are like 10, 20 seconds, maybe a minute or two here and there. But that adds up, especially if you're shooting in 4K. I used a lot of 4K footage on this one. And I'm very proud of what I put out. I'm very proud of what my camera produced. I'm very proud of what my techniques and my ability was able to do. And, you know, I kind of fell in love with filmmaking and the process a lot more over this past weekend. But, yeah, it's been amazing. And I was blessed with that opportunity. And now I'm on my way into a different camera. I'm actually going to save up to this because I fund everything myself, from like working odd jobs, freelancing. I actually just started a new job in the city. Nothing to do with filmmaking, but, you know, as a college student athlete, when, you know, you're kind of out of commission and you can't really work out as much, either way, you need a job. Like, don't think you don't need a job. I don't want to put it on my parents to fund everything that I do. So I want to say, like, you know, I'm in a sense independent, like, so I fund all of my gear and stuff like that now. But I am thankful for, you know, them getting me this for Christmas. I think it was Christmas 2017, yeah. So I want to thank them for getting me this. This camera is on its way out. I'm actually going to be shipping this out on Monday. But yeah, this is a little update to what's going on. I sold the 50mm, the 35mm, and then I sold this entire bundle. Other than that, you know, just thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the update. And as for the spoken words and the short film, I will be releasing those within the next couple days. I was wrong for just like, I recorded everything and then just like left it alone, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Idiot. You gotta put it on YouTube. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say for now. Just a quick little update, even though, you know, I posted on the first Sunday and then haven't posted since. But I'm gonna drop a couple videos. Don't worry, they're on the way. High quality videos. That's what I want to do. You want to work on my craft, get out my art, and, you know, be proud of myself for what I do. So without further ado, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm actually gonna put everything together, put it in the package, and just wait till I get out of work on Monday and ship it out. Yeah, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm gonna fall out of the chair. I'm stupid. Bye.